Hello, and welcome back to Meme Monday. I'm your host, Benny Wills. It is August 22nd, 2022, also known as 82222, as long as you're in a country that puts the month before the day, before the year. How's it going, everybody? How you doing out there, wherever you are? Yeah, it's still summer, still the dog days, and I have memes. So let's get to them, and we'll talk more later. Here we go. Okay, so maybe I'm just so consumed by parenthood that I'm not in tune with what's going on in the world, but it seems to be a pretty slow news period, which is interesting. Anyway, this doctor speaks for many doctors when he says, I spent years studying nutrition in med school. Actually, that was said by no medical doctor ever. Pentagon mandates monkeypox. You know what? But only for the Navy. In the Navy. When you overhear your owners telling the vet you got monkeypox because you licked them, give them the old side eye. Let me adjust my camera a little bit here. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. Hope you're all doing well out there in your little corner of Clown Town. We do live in clownish times. There's no getting around it. CDC? Oops, never mind. I looked into this a little bit just to make sure I knew what I was talking about, and I guess they admitted some error on their parts, and they jumped the gun a bit when it came to their thoughts on natural immunity. Maybe more. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments if you're one who pays attention to this sort of thing. Never mind. So you're not mad they lied, you're just mad I didn't fall for it? Who will be held accountable for this? Look at this man's t-shirt. Assuming that's a man. Yes, I'm assuming his gender. I cannot tell my kids I did nothing. Here are the myocarditis case reports in USA ages 12 to 20, 2019, 2020, and then of course 2021. And who knows what those numbers will be for 2022. Fun fact, I had my first video removed from this channel the other day. I'll tell you more as we go along. There she is, this masked woman on the metro, reading 1984. The question is, how far into the book will she get before she wakes up and removes the mask? So those of you who've been following my channel for a while know that I had a little experiment in weekly content called Words. Actually, a show that I really liked doing, just took a lot of time. But anyway, I had an episode called Side Effects May Include, which was to to bring some clarity to the side effects of stabbies. And I literally read straight from the CDC and the WHO. And used actual reported side effects. Read them off of a page. Actual reported side effects of each shot that's required for children to be allowed into public school in the state of Washington, because I was living in Washington at the time. So anyway, the mandatory shots, and then what the official side effects are, according to the CDC. I read those on my show, and I just got that video taken down for, of course, medical misinformation. I contested it, and they said, we've carefully reviewed, and we've decided that, no, this is a video worth taking down because of the medical misinformation. So apparently, the CDC is spreading medical misinformation. You might want to let YouTube know. Here's me and my unvaxxed friends waiting to see when we can enter Canada again. Anyway, I was long-winded, but worth sharing. So that video is gone now. It's probably on my BitChute though, or Odyssey, if that's where you're watching this. Here's me watching the left go from defund the police to support your local FBI. A lot of pendulums in the world. But yeah, interesting stuff. Side effects may include official side effects. Official, as reported by the CDC and other entities, experts. But no, apparently that's all just medical misinformation. Moving on. Here's the FBI looking for nuclear materials. Having a great time. And another one. The FBI boys, after raiding Melania's closet. Anyway, who was I to think that video would last on YouTube anyway? But I thought I did think maybe I could get around the censorship, the Ministry of Truth, by just reading you straight from the CDC website, but no, medical misinformation nonetheless. Charlie Brown, do all fairy tales begin with once upon a time? No, Peppermint Patty. Many of them begin with, if I'm elected, I promise. Good one. Hey, everybody loves Raytheon. White House press secretary replaced by literally a gaslight, or literal gaslight. So, what's up? What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? Oh, in 180 years, please. Trust the plan. Sometimes the dog wins the ATF raid. Slow heavy metal music playing. There we go. Here's the 87,000 new IRS agents, U.S. taxpayers, and the Inflation Reduction Act. Me finds nickel in the parking lot. The IRS. Buenos dias. Here's the IRS showing up after you made $600 at your garage sale. The heck? There's a cat on my porch. Born too late to own property. Born too soon to be a teen TikTok star. Born just in time to be shot by an IRS employee. Hey, what if we all just don't pay taxes? Hey! Status, but who will build the roads? The Italians. Super dope. Delicious. I am a fan of pizza. I'm not gonna front or lie about that. Spike Cohen had this good tweet. Concise. The Patriot Act wasn't patriotic. The No Child Left Behind Act leaves tens of millions of children behind. The Affordable Care Act makes care more expensive. In unrelated news, government just passed the Inflation Reduction Act. And here's me, teaching my new son I found in a Wayfair cabinet how to negotiate with the IRS. You guys remember that, right? Right. I know news comes and goes. But there was the Wayfair cabinet mystery conspiracy 2 years ago. I haven't forgotten. How could I? When he lives in my house now. When the date goes well, but she starts repeating mainstream media narratives as soon as you get her home. When you realize you're not talking to one of your alternative health friends and are sounding a little crazy. When you're peer pressured into standing for the national anthem at your kid's t-ball game. Hey, meanwhile, here's Mark Zuckerberg. Greetings from the Matrix. There he is in his natural habitat. With friendlier eyes. Now that he's all AI. There's Babylon waging an eternal holy war on itself, and me just trying to make the best of it, as you should be doing as well. There's my advice you didn't ask for the week. This person in the country saying, "Oh, what a terrible polluting environment. Those cows, their farts. It's so bad." That's better. Have you been mocking us since the beginning of recorded civilization? Yes. Somewhere between 1959 and 2022, things went terribly wrong. What happened? I blame the patriarchy. Here it is, Agenda 2030, folks. When the government gives you money to prey on kids, you're a teacher. Groom Squad. Reddit recently removed your ability to use the word groomer on their site, citing hate speech. Just the more you know. Gosh, is there anything she can't do? Yeah, here's a few things. 10 push-ups, be full, fitness gram pacer test, make good music, live past 40, see her toes, skip a meal, get up if she fall, escape diabetes, stop eating, put on a seatbelt, gain entry into Futures Club, ride a roller coaster. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Hopefully that video getting taken down isn't a sign of things to come. Because you could isolate this clip and just make me seem like a hateful, privileged extremist, which I'm not. It's a good thing religion is dying and people will get smarter. Meanwhile, pregnant men. hey, cool, government is trying to make my life easier with a digital currency. Of all the things that swirl around that idea, what's the one thing the NPC focuses on? Obviously, convenience. Friendly reminder, these memes can be yours by signing up for the meme mailing list. Just click the link below in the description, and you'll get these memes delivered to you tomorrow in a zip folder on my website. There we go. Slave 1 says, we really need some guns. Slave 2, who's been a slave for 12 years. Only the overseers should have guns. Sign up for the meme mailing list. Meanwhile, the Lorax realized the trees can't be harmed if the Lorax is armed. My son Teague really likes the book The Lorax. It's one of his favorite books, in fact. Here's Bart to remind you, gun control requires gun violence to enforce. And it's worth repeating several times. Here's the CIA Award for Excellence in Journalism. One to the chest, one to the head. Oh, no. What was I gonna say? No, I'll save it. If Superman were real and had been around on that fateful day in September 2001, he stopped the plane. Superman saves the day again. What the? But, what? Do I smell thermite? That's a good meme. Oh, and speaking of good, check this out. It's a word from this week's sponsor.
My name's Jason, and my entire life I've always seen myself as a math guy, as an athlete, never somebody who read a book all throughout K through 12, and never saw myself as somebody good at reading or writing or anything in the performing arts. And I've had many leadership roles, especially in soccer. I was a national champion, multiple time captain, but I never had confidence in my ability to communicate and to articulate my thoughts, especially in the moment as things were happening. And it wasn't until I took Parrhesia that Benny provided the tools that allowed me to express all my thoughts, my observations in a concise format that is just so powerful, whether it be teaching the class a poem or writing a letter to somebody. I took the standard Parrhesia, and I would highly recommend taking the workshop, because that allows you on a weekly basis to apply the tools that you're getting to use. I was able to watch the workshop and still do stuff on my own, but I wasn't able to actually do the application, so I missed out on that initially. Me and some of the other former Parrhesia classmates, we were very dedicated, so after class was over, we started our own group, and we encouraged Benny to start Parrhesia Pro for us. So we are still meeting with him on a monthly basis right now, because we were that dedicated to both the friendships and community that we built, and from bettering ourselves with the tools that Benny has empowered us with. So if you guys are considering this, I would highly encourage taking this course. At the very least standard, but I would strongly advise taking the workshop so you could really put that work in on a weekly basis. And total thanks to Benny. Really appreciate everything he's done for me and the opportunities that he's still laying out there, and the confidence and belief that he has in me. And again, if you guys are considering this class, definitely encourage you to go forward with it. If you guys are intentional and put the work in, Benny's going to provide you and empower you with the tools and the personalized feedback where you could wildly exceed your dreams and your expectations.
Yes, Jason is awesome, and I really appreciate that testimonial he left for me. The class starts next week, guys. So if you want to sign up, if you've been hesitating, I hope that testimonial pushes you over the edge. I would love to have you. I still have a few spots available in the workshop for season 4. And just so you know, season 4 will be the last time Parrhesia is what it currently is. I'm not ending it, but the structure as it is right now will be changing. So this current model is the last time you can access it the way it is currently set up. So if you want to be part of the last season of Parrhesia Phase 1, sign up today. There are payment plans available. I mean, come on. If you watch this show, you've seen dozens of testimonials now, and I think that the course speaks for itself at this point. So please sign up if you're considering it. If you have any questions, let me know. We have our second meet and greet tomorrow, Tuesday, and the class officially starts for week 1 next week. So you still have a few days left. Get on board. Join the class, take it from Jason. Parrhesia can change your life. And by the way, Jason was a guest with me on a recent interview for Alpha Vedic. I just uploaded the interview to my channel last week. Some of you have seen it. And if you haven't, I will link it now and then in the description below so you can watch it and hear some of Jason's amazing poetry. Back to the show. A lot of silly memes this week, guys. This is the last portion of the show, and this is always my favorite part. And when there's not much going on in the news cycle, to leave more room for just good old-fashioned goofy, silly memes, here we go. Here's me checking outside to make sure I still hate the general public. If this is you, definitely sign up for Parrhesia Season 4. Here's my dog after eating my philosophy book. There's Mulder and Scully in their Adidas jumpsuits. The truth is, we out here. And just, how synchronicity works. There's another X-Files meme. But I'm going to tell my kids this was Nirvana. It's also interesting because I had a 9/11 meme, and as many of you know, there was a plot line on this show, the spin-off of the X-Files called The Lone Gunman, with a plot line that was very similar, rather, to what actually happened on that fateful day in September 2001. Look it up. The Lone Gunman. Pilot episode. Plot. Moving on. Bro, I'm telling you, a Gemini cannot date a Scorpio, bro. They're incompatible when Venus aligns with Saturn, bro. It emits a toxic aura, bro. This picture currently making the rounds. A lot of memes being made out of this picture right now. And you can see why. When you bite a mozzarella stick and the cheese just keeps stretching. Society and people who post YouTube tutorials. The tutorials are reason enough to keep tuning into YouTube, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Besides this show, of course. This show makes YouTube worth coming back for now. But those tutorials, man, you can learn how to do anything. Friendly reminder, drink some water, you beautiful, incapable, but dehydrated bitch. What is that even of? Is this the water bottle? Like a close-up of a water bottle? Probably. Alright, moving on. Paul from the Bible. Don't be anxious about anything. Televangelist. There could be demons attached to your thrift store finds. "30 minutes after they bury you." I think I'm okay with that. I think it'd be just fine with people chowing down, having a good time. Why not? Why not? Girls, oh no, I don't have anything to wear. Boys, This guy says, if the earth is flat, explain how my life has been going downhill consistently. Riddle me this. $50, whatever you want, baby. Introverts, can you make a doctor appointment for me? What Rose was doodling in her notebook. Aww. Man, how do the memes get it so well? Go so right. When I learned how to make that S in 2nd or 3rd grade, my notebook looked a lot like that for at least a couple days. "2022 menswear telling 2011 menswear how the tables will turn." Okay, hear me out. Louisiana. Red Lobster, and of course, well-read lobster. Told you a lot of the silly ones today. You're welcome. Men only think about sex. I wish I could have sex up here. Oh boy, if I survive this, I'm going to have so much sex later. I am so damn turn on right now. I wish I could be having sex. When you finally meet her after months of talking online, it's a big old catfish. That's a really big catfish. Whoa. You know ribs is good when they look like this. Here's the first drug deal recorded in history. Ah yes, drawings like these in textbooks are one of the things I miss most from school. That was fun. And just like that, Grandma was off the list for church fundraisers. No good deed. You know what I'm saying? Today's 3-year-olds can switch on laptops and open their favorite apps. Me, when I was 3, I ate mud. Here's the puddle at the gas station. Doogie Howser himself. Is he in the new Matrix movie? I haven't seen it, obviously. Was he in it? Is it any good? Is it worth watching? I forgot all about it. Hi everyone. Just letting you know that I'm going through a lot right now. Gotta get at least one pun in there every week. At least one, sometimes two. I pity the tool. Is that a pun? Or is that just funny? There's another pun coming. One more pun. One more pun. Well, this makes sense. Grandma's House in the 80s starter pack. I'm not gonna lie, I was a big fan of those strawberry candies. '80s childhood trauma starter pack. The ones on the right, for sure. Artex and the Swamp of Sorrows. That poor, innocent little clown shoe. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Getting dipped into that acid. I think the top left is Watership Down. One of my favorite books of all time. And bottom left, I don't know what that is. Let me know in the comments. Speaking of comments, leave a comment. I'll try to respond or at least give it a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm, apparently. Allegedly. But I appreciate it. You can also send a super chat, I think. Maybe. Sometimes they don't let me receive them because of the music that's playing right now. But oftentimes I can. Last week was pretty cool. There was a little bit of a snowball effect. Someone dropped a super chat and 4 or 5 people did it. And it felt really good. Brought a tear to my eye. And if you're watching a replay, there's a thanks button on YouTube right below the screen, right below the video here. You can click and leave a tip to your friendly everyday meme maestro. Here's how dudes under 5'9" cook, because they can't stand up, can't reach the counter when they're standing. Uh-oh. Nobody. Mexican girls after they have one kid. Oh, this is so bad, but so funny. I laughed out loud. And I sent it to a friend of mine who you could call Latinx, and he thought it was funny too. So that's all I know, it's funny. Only touchy white people would be offended by this. This is funny. British people, when they hear you call it a cast iron skillet instead of a skilly willy wiki wompy. Skilly willy wiki wompy. Skilly willy wiki woppy. That's funny. When you let one rip in the elevator. Oh, when your date spills her drink. Darn it. Pro tip, if you stir coconut oil into your kale, it makes it easier to scrape it into the trash. Follow me for more pro tips. Subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Uh-oh. The defrosting has begun. Run. That's right, it's almost September. We're getting there. It's getting closer. And finally, anything is a pillow if you are tired enough. Let's let that one sink in for a second. And we are back to the full screen. Those are the memes this week. Yeah. Slow news makes for more silliness, which I appreciate. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in week after week. This is episode 104. Sign up for Parrhesia Season 4 right now. If you have any questions, ask them right now. There are payment plans available if you're concerned about the initial cost. And what can I tell you? No show next week. There will be no show next week. We are going on a family trip. Our first one, actually, as a family of 4, outside of the big move we just endured. We're going on a trip to visit old friends who have a daughter the same age as Teague, 2 months older. We're going to go to a 2-year-old's birthday party this coming weekend in Oregon. So we're going to be out of town from Friday through Monday, meaning no show next week. So savor this one. This is all you get for a few weeks. And yeah, that's all I got. You guys are great. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to do this for you week after week, for liking the video, for subscribing, for commenting with something nice, or to answer the question, one of the questions I posed during the episode, and of course, for supporting me and my family. There's multiple ways to do that if you're interested. There is the P.O. Box, 191 Athol ID, 83801. There is Patreon and PayPal. All these links are in the description below. And of course, my favorite way to receive value from you is to offer value in return by signing up for Parrhesia Season 4. And that door will close very soon. So sign up today. All right, that's it. Take care, everybody. Much love, and I will see you in 2 weeks, unless you're in the new season of Parrhesia, in which case I will see you either tomorrow if you already signed up, or next Tuesday if you sign up before next Tuesday. See you later.